it was kind of like this promise of like the institutions are coming. And I actually remember when Carlos sent me the Block Explorer link for BUIDL actually going cross-chain. And it was one of those moments, it was like, wow, they're actually here. And we went from that moment, which wasn't too long ago, at least not tokenized on chain, but moving cross-chain. I believe, the BUIDL tokenized on chain wasn't that much like longer before that, to now quickly seeing a lot of it being used in DeFi. So that the actual time to adoption is shrinking really fast, which I think is a really cool observation. I'm excited to see more usage in DeFi, and I actually, track it semi-closely, and I know there's a lot of proposals out there, and Carlos can probably get more into that. The other thing I'm interested in is the tokenization of different securities, private credit, for instance, right? There's a lot of promises of tokenization. I think one of them is, access to maybe securities and things that most investors maybe didn't have access to before. I think that's a little bit more of a progression. What sort of KYC, KYB you will need to have access to these things. But I think private credit's a really good example of something that's historically been reserved for maybe more of your higher net worth individuals. And there is a path to potentially where these private credit on-chain assets can be accessible to, people on chain and people that maybe, have certain credentials, but maybe not the ones required to invest through a Morgan Stanley and then get access to, whatever sort of private credit fund that they have. I'm actually interested in, number one, the adoption in DeFi, and I think we're seeing that proliferate. And then number two, the different things that get tokenized.